Okay, here we go. No, no, no. Okay, here we go. We're gonna try this again. I did another YouTube and I didn't have any sound, so it was a waste of 30 minutes. Well, it's never a waste, but anyways. Okay, so I'm gonna teach you what you need to do next. So after you get the backpack, what you're gonna need some energy. So I went out, scoured, ended up with this stuff and everything. So I just set it here so you didn't have to watch me for an hour going around and looking for stuff. So let's go off the basic. So in here, you're gonna wanna burn this and you're gonna wanna craft some iron bars. So what I like to do is put that in there, check, and I'll split it up because then it's faster to get the iron bars. Because if it goes in there as 10, it's going to take a long time for it to melt. So this way it'll go in individually. And so what you want to do is you come over here, you have gasoline in there, and then you just fill gas tank. And you got 300 power. So take the cable, go like this, hook it up. This is just, you're just doing this rough just to get this going. Because you're going to need iron bars to craft. And I don't think we're going to have enough gas to melt all of the iron bars. But that's good for now. Yeah, it's going to leave these two, I think. Yeah. So you didn't have enough. So if you just would need another can of gas, dump it in there, it'll burn them. But we're going to just do that. We're going to take this cable. Now I'm going to show you something. What you're going to want to get is one of these wood turbines. I showed you where the one was. This one I found at the valley. Well, they used to call it the Lily Valley houses, but it's a white house. They're actually dandelions, and there's a road that has poppies. Yeah. So I'll set that up there. Actually, you know something? I'm going to set it up over here. Okay. Right there. So now you're going to get some car battery, and you start with a car battery right in here. So always take that. So what you can do, I like to do this. This is just a temporary electrical. So I'll set up 2 or 3, but let's just place 2 for now. Okay, now this thing's going, and what you do is you take cable, run it from there to here. Okay, there we go. Now, when you're looking at it, you can see the battery input is 1, battery output is 0, because you're not taking any energy from it. So it's storing power. So what I like to do is get a few batteries and run a chain, and you just need another cable. Let's do this, and place, go from there to there, and now the power that's in here is going to go in there. So now what you want to do is right here, you always get a splitter. So pick that up, put that right here, and this way you can run more than one off of that. So set that there. If you need your incinerator to use before you can get another switch, so what I like to do, let's go down here, and we're gonna craft a switcher. That's basically a switch. Go to inventory, turn it on. So if you need your incinerator and you have your batteries here, you can just run a cable real roughly down there and get the incinerator going if you need metal bars or whatever. But usually what I do, I don't even use the generator. I just put it in here because you're going to need ash for many things. Okay, so we got that. The switcher, got that. I like to just put it here to keep out of the way. So I'm going to place that. Let's go. Is that in? Yeah, that's in and out. Okay. Set that there. Now what I'm going to do is go like this, place this, go to output, and running cables I'm not too good at, but you can, if you get them in the corner, you can run the cables in the wall so they don't really come out, as you can see. So I'm going to input that there. I don't have another one. Okay, another cable. Hopefully I have enough cable. I don't think I do. I think I'm a few short. Now you're going to run this from here into there. So as you're using these and you need more electrical, like lights, I think you should just build another switcher. You run 2 cables off of that. And then the third one, you run it into another switch pan. Yeah, into another splitter, sorry. And then you get 2 more, and you just keep doing it over and over and over. And that way, from your power source, you only have 1 cable. So, what do I got? Was I building anything? No. Okay, so now what you can do is you can run, I'll use this cable. Now from here, you can run this up here from the output, put it in the wall. If you tag it in the wall, you can actually really hide it. And that's what a lot of guys do. I'm not the best. I'm no electrician. Okay, this is going to go like that. And so it automatically goes on. Yeah. Okay. There we go. So let's stop there. Okay, that takes care of that. So, here's the thing. If you can't find those wooden windmill things, you can go in here and you can craft one. So, let's craft one. It takes the stuff, 10 plastic, 10 scrap, 10 iron bar, and it's saying insufficient items. What am I? Oh, iron bar. Okay. That. Let's put that in there. Oh, there's my iron bar. Okay. here. Put all that in. Okay, so now that that's done, let's make crafting, turbine, turn it on. So with this wooden turbine, you're also going to want to craft a combiner. I'm going to craft 3, okay? Because for the sake of this lesson, we'll do that. This is going to take a little bit. So I'll do this. Okay, go in your incinerator, get this. So this is something else you're going to want to need. You're going to need and want, not the mango, large crop. So this is also in the White House. And it is very good to have. Take that. Take ash. No. Put the ash in there. I like to split it up just a bit. It makes no difference. And then I got these things. This is how you're going to make money. Easiest and best way is to use this. Turn it on. They're going to pop up there. And the reason wheat is the best thing to do money is the vegetables won't fill this and pause. The vegetables may have one square, and what will happen is if this thing isn't full, it's gonna pause. It's not gonna pause, and it's gonna suck because all this will go away. But when this pauses, that stuff won't keep being burnt off, if that makes sense. So we'll let that cook. All right. Combiner. Inventory, one of those. Okay, so now what you're going to want to do is, let's check our battery power. Okay, there's 284 in there. So pick up this cable, yes. Plant another wind turbine, place it, and then do your combiners. Now, this is one of the better ways. I'm not saying it's the best way. The ground's uneven, so I can't make it straight. So I do one like that, and then what I like to do, so you can add more, you don't have to tear it all down, is do one like that, one like this, on top. So you can have 4 sources of power going in there, and now you take a line. I'm just going to take one so I don't run out. Put one in there. You take this, you run this back to your battery. That. Back to your battery. Input it in there. And then you take this, and because this top one is hooked up, we're going to hook up these 2 in place. And you can make it as neat or whatever as you want. Place. So now your batteries are getting filled up twice as fast. Now, as you get more, you can add 2 there. You can pull these back and you can go 4 the next one, then 8, then 16. You can stack them pretty high. And that way you're only running one source of power and filling up your batteries. Later on, you can run one source of power. I like to blow out this wall and run an electrical room there. But to each is his own. And that is the one thing. Now, the other thing I was going to teach you, that's car battery. This is a man. So you see these things all the way. These things are pretty handy, and you can pick them up early in the game. Okay, so These are basically barbecues, and they're good for making ash also, same as the incinerator. So let's just set that right up here. Okay. And the coal bag is now you can use coal and put it in there, or like any barbecue, you can use wood. And you put it there, put it in the fuel. I don't have any cockroaches or meat to cook, but this will cook the meat, the cockroaches, and all that. You just turn it on. And if your stuff is cooked and you don't turn it off, then this is all going to burn away. So we'll leave it on, why not? So it's that. Now, this is the other thing you're going to need. Why you need this is for the iron bars, because the next thing you're going to need to craft is, where are you? Sewing machine. The reason you need a sewing machine is you're going to need radiation stuff, like suits, masks, everything like that, to get the guns and to get into some of those radiation areas that has the good kit. So, anyways, this should pop up soon. And then we'll go out and I'll see if I can find one of those guys. I got a bat. The axe is my favorite. It's the best, I believe. Okay, so let's set this up right here. Why not? Okay, like that. 2 sewing kits. I just throw the sewing kits in there. Now, be careful. If you pick up that sewing machine, everything that's in it is going to disappear. That's what the griefers like to do to you also. Yeah, we'll leave that running. What the heck. Okay, let's go out and see if we can get a hazmat suit. Find something. Usually the bandit hazmat suit is one, and it'll help you get into places. But we gotta find out. He should be in this area, actually. But if he is, a deer's also in here. He's probably shot the deer, made him mad. Let's see. Okay. This Russians. Okay. I don't know why I'm taking this, but... Oh, there he is. I knew he was around. Okay, you chase him down, and you get behind him, and you attack him. Okay, the Russians are coming. I want to still... Okay, this guy. There, he's down. So I got that, Let's take that. Okay, bandit. I'm taking this stuff. I don't know why. But I can't. I'm such a hoarder. I can't leave stuff. It's so hard. During my videos, you'll see me pick up stuff and you wonder, is that what why is he doing that? It's because I'm a hoarder. In these survival games, I am such a hoarder. I have this saying, as you know, better to have and not need than need and not have. Okay, turn that off. I'll show you this. That coal burns for a while. So we put this in here, we go like that. We go crafting, bandit hazmat suit, leg mask, because it's damaged. Turn it on, and it'll pop up good. And then you can take this and go into radioactive areas where they have guns and ammo and better kit. There we go. So your sewing kits will disappear. Now when you get a gun, your deer pelts, if you go down here. You can craft sewing kits. You need 3 wood and a deer skin. So, anyways, I hope this was helpful for the beginners. It would have been helpful for me, but I don't know. I don't YouTube. I don't YouTube the tricks and hints that much unless if I'm stuck. Sometimes I just like to grind it out the hard way. But anyways, as you notice, the ash, I'll turn that off now. Siren's going off, so that's a good time for the end of this. So I'll probably throw out more YouTubes, and I'll post every once in a while. So if you see anything that I did wrong or something I missed, put it down in the comments and let me know. I'm new at this, so all the criticism and everything is taken to heart. I really want to try to do this. And yeah. So for now, bunker base builders, that's my quick little tips on how to start. So I'll see you in the Badlands, and have a good night. Ciao.